right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Nemesis stream. We're back for the semifinals here for season 10. We got a lot to be determined, a lot of content coming your way tonight. 5 matches on the docket here, ready to go. It should be a good one. I'm Rockerman, joined in the booth by the one and only Grebzy. Grebzy, how are you doing tonight, my man?
I'm doing great tonight, and I'm looking forward to these this second round of semifinals games. You know, the first round was fire, just great games all around, and we're gonna bring it back here. With, 5 more lined up, ready to go. I cannot wait.
Yeah, it should definitely be a good time. I'm excited to get things underway relatively soon here. We're waiting on a couple players to join in the lobby, but we will get into action very, very soon. But first, Grebzy, I want to, well, over here, I want to bring up how we got here. Before we get into Wisps versus Vikings, I'm going to bring up the playoff bracket, newly posted in playoff bracket channel in Discord. We'll also show for you guys here on stream. I'm going to throw that up there here, and then we'll kind of go through it. We'll kind of go through it a little bit real quick. So I'm going to throw it up there. And Grebzy, we've had a very interesting playoff run, play-in/playoff run so far for the Novice League. What can you tell us? What stands out? How did we get here?
Boy, we started out with, we had our play-ins to even get in here to the playoffs, and we had, just Diffusion starting out real strong with a 3-1 against my own team, the Spitfires, knocking us down to that attempted going back in, and then they end up losing to Frost here, who right away took it all the way, and they will be in the finals here. So we're trying to find out Vikings or Wisps, who will be playing them. But Frost has been carrying every game so far. On the other side of that, we saw Wisps with their first match actually almost losing. It took it to the 7th game, 4-3. So maybe that time off was hurting them a little bit, and we'll see here if they've got it back together, because they almost let that one go.
Yeah, they did, and that one actually, they were down in that series, Rebsy. They were down 3-1, and it looked like they could have lost that game one that they won, but instead they battled back, kind of proving to everyone why they are undefeated. 19 straight matches this season, so they are definitely a force to be reckoned with here, and they're actually going for the record, Grebsy, here right now. Nobody has ever won 20 matches in a single season, so if the Wisps can pull off a win tonight, they could make Nemesis history.
And that would be amazing to see, and hopefully you did not just cast or curse that, with those words. We would hate to see it. I think all of us love seeing, when records are broken, and I'm pulling for the Wisps to do this, honestly. We haven't really gotten into it yet, but my prediction for the night is, a Wisps a win overall here.
Yeah, the Wisps probably got to be the favorite here for sure. Some news and notes here, as it looks like we're getting the Vikings in here. No Psychonautic tonight for the Vikings. Unfortunately, his internet is down, so he is unavailable. So they are pulling in the sub from EU here, Mondeller, who's stepping up clutch, coming in here to work with us tonight. So we will see if him and the Vikings can take down these Wisps. But last chance to your guys' predictions here in the chat, as we have got the players joined on up here. And as we get into this one, Grebzy, we've got some great players here. Who you looking out for as we kind of get them joined up on the pitch here?
I think most of the powerhouse is going to be coming from the Wisp side here with, Vokes just as an all-around powerhouse of a player himself. Not to say he carries a team by himself. He's got Blitz and AC right behind him. They're all just very strong characters. And on the flip side for Vikings, you're going to have It's Just Hunter and Jet 40 looking to play off each other here, and then maybe Mondeller will fit in well, and we're going to find out right now as the first kickoff goes in favor of the Vikings here. We got Hunter on the side trying to find an open goal, but it's going to go high. Jet popping it back down, but Vokes easily clearing it out to the side, taking it all the way to the goal. Almost Hunter there for the save. Blitz going to try and put it back on again. Vikings trying to find some breathing room while the Wisps are just hammering this in. As I said, very strong here. It's Just Hunter with a big clear. Blitz taking it down to his corner here to safety to his teammate Vokes. Vokes and Blitz here kind of doing a little give and go as Hunter trying to again get this out of the Vikings corner, but it's open here, and AC missing the goal, putting it a little high, but Blitz here again to try and take a touch towards the goal, but Jet clears it away nicely there. We've got AC taking his time, taking control, seeing what he can do with it, while the Vikings here are just doing everything they can to stop the Wisps. So far, right now, Rockerman, it seems to be in the Wisps' favor.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be in the Wisps' favor, and they're gonna be the strong ones here. Like we mentioned, 19 wins this season, trying to beat the record set by the Drakes, who went perfect back in season 3 when there was only 16 matches in the regular season. So no one has done it in an 18 match regular season and then gone on to win the championship. So I think a lot of the pressure is on the Wisps here. But the Vikings, there's definitely a little pressure here. You know, using the sub here, they've been pretty solid all season. But Mondeller coming from EU here as the sub, he's gonna have to try to fit in well into this rotation, and we'll have to see if they're able to do that. So far, they've been able to hold on, but we'll see how long they can stop the Wisp offense. As well, there's Blitz putting it in the back of the net.
Yeah, this is Blitz finding an open goal here. I was going to say Vikings had not really made any mistakes here up until this point where we caught all 3 of them in their corner together. Just easy goal there for Blitz to go and pop that in, and it's a great play all around. So we're going to see here if Vikings have a return touch here, while Blitz just off the kickoff, straight in. Not sure what happened there, maybe miscommunication.
Yeah, it looks like I think it's a misflip there by Hunter, and that's gonna happen sometimes in the Novice League. But when you're in the Novice League playoffs here, you cannot be making those mistakes, especially against this this top team in the Wisps, who have been so good all season. You need to be on your A game here, especially if you're Hunter and Jet, who got to step up big for this roster, try to fill the hole that Psycho is leaving.
Absolutely. And we see Mondeller there with a great save, ending his team going 3-0 here off the bat. Vikings looking to make a goal here with we got a little over half the game left. We've got It's Just Hunter off the backboard, getting it around Vokes, maybe a little off there. Mondeller trying to find him, missing Blitz as well, finding a whiff there. It's Just Hunter clearing it out for his team. A big bang down. Can Ace make the save? He does, off the backboard to his teammate Vokes, who's going to take it to the corner. We've got the Vikings waiting for him here, ready to go. Blitz, a lot of time on this touch. I think that touch got away from Jet there a little bit, trying to find the corner of it. A little bit of a double commit on the goalies there, but Jet able to touch away this next shot. We've got Vokes finding Mondeller, putting it towards the Wisp side of the field. We don't see too much of the ball on the Wisp side of the field, and it doesn't stay there for very long as Blitz brings it right back to the Vikings. Vikings again finding all 3 players kind of in the same position here. Maybe just it's with that sub, maybe just miscommunications, Mr. Rockerman, but it's looking like Vikings really need to start stepping this up.
Yeah, they do. As this one's a nice little pass to midfield, but oh my goodness, what a save there, Blitz, able to get in the way. But yeah, they definitely have to step it up here. I think they have the potential here, to beat the Wisps. It's the Wisps may be undefeated, but they have seemed beatable at times, especially in that first round. And the Vikings can get their offensive pushes going here, they can definitely take it to them. Like we saw in round 1, that when the Wisps, aren't playing as fast as they're used to playing, you can kind of catch them out a little bit, and that's what Ignite did well, and we'll see if the Vikings can do that well here.
I agree with that completely. We're looking on Vikings to really stay in their face as this goal's going, and Vokes cannot save it. Mondeller with a light touch.
Mondeller gonna put this one in, and he kind of stepped up clutch, coming back as the sub here, and coming in for a team getting a goal. So respect to this man. He if there's one person to root for in this series, it's got to be Mondeller. If he can pop off, the Vikings are gonna have a good shot. And 113 left, only down by a goal. Definitely a lot of possibility for something here.
Absolutely. Vikings needed it, and they needed it at that moment that they got it. A couple of whiffs coming up here from the Wisps as Hunter trying to get a shot on goal. Jet just able to not put that on. Mondeller playing defense, watching what Ace is doing, trying to do a little bit of shadowing here and a little off to the side. Jet able to recover as Vokes pops it back in to the corner. Just Hunter trying to get out of his half of the field here. Ace with a little bit of a miss. Jet over 2 of the Wisps players here. This could go in the Vikings' favor if they push this fast. Looks like Wisps have recovered as Ace putting it on goal a little high. Jet finding it, pushing it to the side. We've got It's Just Hunter here and Jet moving up the field with each other against Blitz here in the corner. Blitz able to make a save to the middle. Mondeller putting it high, could be awkward. Just Hunter, I think an awkward flip there. Could have had a shot on goal, wasn't able to make it. They really need to start capitalizing on those if they wanted. We got 15 seconds here. Vikings need to make a play as it's popped up, possibly dangerous. Ace pushing it towards the Viking side. It's going to pop in, and that seals the deal, Rockerman.
Yeah, and that's a hat trick there for Blitz to put it in the back of the net, and the Vikings had a couple of chances there, just couldn't get it through, and the Wisps were able to capitalize on them. And with 6 seconds left, it looks like this one might be all but over. But we've seen some crazier things.
Absolutely. You know, it's not quite Forbidden Temple, but crazy things do still happen in Rocket League. And Vikings maybe trying to get a little goal for themselves as it just kind of falls down here at the end. So a great first match. Wisps coming out here 3-1. Started a little shaky, but they really pulled through on the rest of that game, Rockerman.
Yeah, they definitely did, and that's just the Wisp there. I mean, Blitz stepping up. That's the thing. If you have a team like this, that's undefeated in the regular season, you got to have multiple players that can step up. And it's a lot of talk is about Vokes and how well Vokes can perform, but in this one, is Blitz stepping up big there with 3 goals, and all 3 of these players at any time here can have a pop-off performance, and that's what's exciting. That's what's exciting to watch about this Wisp team, is that anyone at any given game. This time it was Blitz. Next game it could be Ace. Next game it could be Vokes. We'll have to see here. But that's a great start there, for the #1 overall seed, and we'll see how it carries over into game 2.
Absolutely, and you are so correct about any one of the team members on Wisps being able to pop off here. They're all just so strong in that way. Vikings need to find either in themselves, their teamwork here, or one of the players just stepping up and taking its way, because they need to get a win here, or it could be over. Especially if the Wisps get their own momentum going, as Mondeller looking to make a play here, not able to do it, but an awkward touch by the Wisps, kind of still in front of their goal. Jet off the wall, finding open space, but not able to get back to it, as Blitz going to take it up, looking for a backboard touch. A double commit on the defense, but it is a save. Jet a little awkward, slowing down, possibly for his teammates to get back. And a bump by Ace in goal. Luckily, Hunter able to pop this out here and get it away free. We've got Blitz now up the wall. Jet off, just barely missing with a little pass here. A bump on Mondeller, and Jet with a great save. Speaking of stepping up here, we've seen Jet right now on the Vikings. And an unfortunate double. Looks like Mondeller bumps his own teammate, possibly.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. Kind of put in an awkward position. I think both of them trying to go for the ball. Mondeller just, coming around, bumping his teammate. And I received a word here, Grebsy, that Mondeller, he was hosting a GTA roleplay stream right before this. He wasn't even planning to be here. So right now he's still hosting that. He is deafened in their comms. So they are playing without comms for Mondeller. So I think that one could have possibly contributed to that one, unfortunately.
Well, that is a special level of Rocket League here. I don't think we've ever seen that before quite like this. And honestly, to Mondeller's benefit here, he's actually been playing quite well despite his own made hindrances. So maybe Vikings can still have a chance here, but if those mistakes keep happening, as we have an open goal here with Vokes popping it all the way down, maybe it won't come back from Rockerman.
Yeah, and that's the concern here for them, is this one's just catching the defense out a little bit too far, and Vokes can throw that one in the back of the net. But yeah, it is kind of unfortunate. I was just happy that he showed up here, Grebsy. He kind of came last minute, so shout out to Mondeller for showing up. But yeah, they are missing a little bit of that communication, I think. So, and we mentioned this game is one of the ones that I feel is just so crucial for the Vikings here. You do not want to go down 2-0 here against the Wisp team with everything stacked against you, using your sub, being the lower seed, going up against an undefeated team. It would just be a very tall task to overcome here. So they really got to lock in and try to bring it back here in this latter half of game 2.
Yeah, absolutely. An underdog of underdog games here if the Vikings can bring this back. We've got Mondeller again trying to make a play here, but immediately shut down by the Wisps. Vokes putting it off to the side, looking for a second touch, gets the pass. Ace trying to find an open goal. Jet with the save. Vokes able to get back again here and prevent the Vikings from having attack, slowing the ball down. We have teammates ready to go. Wisps immediately back on the offense here. Everything the Vikings do, Wisps are there waiting for them. They really need to find something different, and if they're going to make this work here, as we got Blitz popping the corner onto their backboard with It's Just Hunter, a big clear here. If Vikings can attack real fast, we got Ace trying to slow the ball down, letting his teammates breathe, letting the give him that time. There was no pressure from the Vikings. I think that's where the Vikings are lacking right now. not under. Rockerman is, they have the plays, but they're just not sending that pressure with it.
Yeah, they're just a little bit too slow to catch up to some of these Wisp plays, and that's how the Wisp been so good all season, is the pressure. Is this one, unfortunately, going to be put in the back of the Vikings net. Ace is going to get credit, but yeah, the Wisps, they just put the balls in awkward spots here for the Vikings, and it just kind of, you know, they just don't have the speed right now to match up to the Wisps here, but there have been formulas set before. Like we mentioned, we saw what Ignite did in that series to bring it to 7 there, so it is possible. And I mean, these players are all very solid, and I think Mondeller, for the most part, playing above his MMR here, being 1050, the lowest MMR in all of Novice League. So I think he's definitely playing up here, but you know, for the entire Vikings team, they all gotta collectively step up the pressure and, you know, try to step up the speed, be confident in your touches, and, you know, try to make something happen.
Yeah, absolutely, especially against this Wisp team who are so dominant with a bump there, and Vokes able to slot it in from the side.
Yeah, and that one's just a tough one. I mean, good luck if you're the last defender there. I mean, a bump comes through, Vokes just shoots it on net. I mean, that is picture perfect Wisps.
Yeah, I mean, a great play here. We're up 4-0 with a minute 40 left. The chances of getting slimmer here for Vikings, at least for this game here. We've got multiple matches or multiple games left in this match still, but right now it is not looking good as Blitz gonna find the goal open again, Rockerman.
Yeah, Blitz gonna put another one home, and the Vikings just struggling on the defensive end. The Wisps are, again, just a little too fast for the Vikings right now to catch up to, and right now they're just not able to hang. I mean, Wisp just kind of putting a little smacking on them in game 2.
Yeah, and Vikings maybe just need someone here to, you know, step up on the team and, you know, well, I guess only 2 of them there to communicate with, assuming Mondeller here is still muted. But, you know, just take this time. You know, this match is done pretty much for them. I mean, crazy things do happen, but take this time. Start working on that pressure. Start trying new things. You know, this is the moment to do it here for the Vikings, is find out what works against the Wisps, even if it results in more goals against them. I think they really need to start pressuring this up, putting the pressure on here as Jet trying to find a goal. No one on his team there again. Both teammates, I believe, just kind of mid there, leaving him hanging. It's definitely a communication issue, and I don't foresee them really making their way out of this, as we've got Blitz trying to put another goal on, popping it up high for Ace. Ace in the air, just kind of leaving it up there, keeping the ball awkward, wasting the boost on the defense here as Vokes going to try and put one on, but Jet going to clear it to the side. Mondeller getting a little bump there against Blitz, but it doesn't do much as Ace is here. Blitz getting in the way of Mondeller, being a little cheeky here, a little block, you know, giving his team just a free push towards the goal, but Jet again here to save it. I would say Jet right now has stepped up the most for the Vikings overall, Rockerman, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Yeah, not going to be enough in this game. So they're going to lock it down, but you know, if there's a bright side, Grubsy, like you mentioned, you want to see Mondeller communicating with the rest of his team here. It looks like things have sorted out for him. He is unmuted, so you know, maybe that's a little bright side here heading into game number 3. They got the full comms back. They may have not have played with each other at all this season. I highly doubt they've played many games, if any, together as a trio. So you know, maybe this is kind of where the turnaround happens. This could be an opportunity, Grubsy, to call the tactical timeout. I don't know if they're going to or not, but you know, down 2-0 here, this could be the time here to try to kind of reset yourselves and try to get back into things.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially if you have a full team finally playing together here, that's the way the Vikings are going to have to go about doing this, because right now what they've got going on is not working. The Wisps are just so dominant in everything they're doing. They're making it look casual almost, the way they're playing out here against them. And yeah, as you said, you know, hopefully this comms issue fix will be the way for this to go. It doesn't look like they're calling for a timeout, so maybe they're willing to go one more now that they can all communicate with each other, and maybe they'll make the call there. Hard to know. We're going to find out here in a minute. Rockerman, do you have any other stats for us?
Well, no other stats at the moment, but yeah, it does look like they're not gonna opt for the timeout. I don't necessarily like that play, but I mean, hey, maybe they're feeling it here. You know, trying to send it into game 3. Like you said, if they can win this one, you know, they'll have a chance to come back, and then maybe once you get on match point, that's when you send it. There are a lot of different ways to utilize the tactical timeout that you get in playoffs, and well, Blitz is going to score 1 second in, about I mean, that's as quick as you could score a Nemesis match right there.
Yeah, you know, literally 1 second into the match here, a goal. Just a miscommunication, I believe, on who was going for kickoff there. It looks like, or just, you know, kickoff didn't go the way Vikings wanted. That's not what you want to see here in this third game of the match. But Jet here looking to make something happen as they get it down to Vikings side. Blitz with an awkward miss, possibly a fake. Hard to say. Ace recovering here and taking it down towards Vikings side. Ace trying to put it on. No one there. Vokes looking to find a goal, but Jet again with a great save. We've got Hunter kind of stuck in goal as he comes out here, and Mandeller in a 1v2 situation is going to go over him, but Jet in position waiting for it. Ace going to pop it over him just off the backboard, and Vikings trying to get this out of their half, but they are playing at least better than they were before here, as we got Hunter again on the Wisp side of the field, making a look a play with Blitz behind him with a bump. Jet in the air looking for a touch, but a little awkward on it. Vokes going to recover and dribble down to the side. We've got a 2v1 situation here. It's just Hunter trying to play it, and he makes it so it's clear here, and we got to clear it back down towards the Wisp side of the field. Vokes again looking to be the front man, making the plays here for his team. Just Hunter popping it up. No reply from the Vikings, as Jet is actually there to catch it on the ground. A 1v1. Can Jet put it in? Vokes able to pop it out to the side, and a demo coming out by Blitz on Just Hunter, as it looks like, you know, the Wisps might have noticed that they're not quite as dominant as they used to be here, and they're looking to get a little bit more physical, Rocker Man.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get physical. It worked earlier. Is this one just going to be a fake by Ace to put it in the net? But yeah, those bumps and demos definitely coming through for the Wisps, but this one just a tough one. Jet, I mean, he's trying to play for Ace's touch, you know, just can't connect to the ball, and it's a tough way for this game to start out for them.
That's a very tough play there. You know, the one-on-one situation in the air, you have to go up, but Ace just has the play there to let it go in, and Vikings looking to recover here with Mandeller on the defense. Just Hunter clearing it out, trying to get it back. We've got the Vikings on the back foot here. Vokes able to recover from the back wall. Mandeller putting it on, a little awkward there, but Blitz recovering from it being inside the goal. He's up again with the touch, bringing it towards the Vikings. It's Just Hunter with a reply, putting it down, but then Vokes clearing it to mid. Ace looking to make a goal here, and again, the Vikings have a lot of pressure. They've got a lot of teamwork going on here. This is a completely different team that we've seen, but right now things are still going in the Wisps' favor. Vikings really need to step this up, as there are demo after demo after demo happening here. It might be a little back and forth of 1-1-1, you know, you demo me, I demo you, but it's still nothing quite on goal yet, as Blitz making the play. Jet with a great save, but unable to have a recovery from his team.
Yeah, and Vokes is just kind of waiting in the midfield. I mean, they're just pounding off the backboard here. Every touch there, Jet makes a save to get it away, but Vokes able to send it in. And yeah, it's the Wisps just unrelenting pressure right now from them, as they just keep throwing everything towards the net, and the Vikings just haven't been able to really escape. I mean, ever since game one, it looked, you know, it looked pretty decent, but it seems like ever since then they haven't really had much sustained offense. Maybe a couple one-on-ones here that they could have capitalized on, but have not yet. So, you know, as we get into the second half of this game, you got to start building momentum. Even if you can't win this game, you need some sort of momentum, because if you're going to pull over a sweep against the #1 undefeated seed here, you know, it is going to be, you got to start building some momentum right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And Vokes missing an open goal. Ace looking to capitalize. Jet again with the save. Jet pulling through so hard for his team right now. Hunter trying to get it out of their goal, out of their side of the field. Vokes looking to make a play on, as again, just the Wisps are here for everything. And Ace from half field.
Yeah, he's just going to bang this one in, and again, it's the Wisp pressure here. I mean, Mandeller just stuck there all by himself. It goes up a little too far, and Ace is going to make him pay for that one and throw it in the back of the net for nothing here, and the Wisp looking to put themselves a 1 win away from the grand finals.
Yeah, and they are certainly looking like they're going to put themselves there. Who knows if Vikings will take a timeout, but they definitely probably should if I was on their team. You know, and we were talking about Mandeller, you know, being the lowest MMR in the league here, and maybe that's kind of starting to show there a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to never mind, as we got Ace here with an open goal, just going to dribble it down as he pops it around all the defenders.
Yeah, and Ace going to pull the hat trick here, just getting it by 2 defenders with 1 flick. and just gonna dribble it on in. Doesn't get much easier than that. It was a good flick to start it out, but just catching the defense out once more. And I think it's just the cracks are beginning to show here, Grubsy. They're really missing Psychonautic here. It's very unfortunate he's not able to make this one, but things happen as they're setting one up. You're trying to find it in, but still can't get that one. And even plays like that, the thing that feels most heartbreaking about this series, Grubsy, is that they'll get plays like that, and the Wisps just make an insane save at the last second, and it doesn't seem like Vikings have gotten too many more of those opportunities like that.
And I don't know that they will find too many more, and that is the dominance that are the Wisps. You know, they are very comfortable with each other. They know where they need to be. There's very few. Actually, I don't even know if I've seen a single double commit or over commit by any of them. And that could just be the difference here, as we've got Jet trying to make a play here, and Mandela shadowing, looking to make a defensive touch here, but it goes mid, a little awkward. Jet there, though, to clear it out before Ace could put touch on goal. Jet trying to find a teammate for a pass, but just a little light as Ace finding it off the wall. Just Hunter, oh, just slightly off. That was another chance right there for a goal, not able to capitalize. We've got Ace popping it up mid, and Mandela awkward. Blitz also missing. It's just Hunter has time to collect the ball in the corner here, trying to get it past Vokes. Vokes pops it mid. We've got Mandela underneath it, trying to find it. It's going to go in. Here we go. I thought Blitz was going to save that right there underground. Rocker Man.
Yeah, he looked like he was close, but Jet just enough power here to bang it out, catching defense. Blitz looking like he's going for the squishy save, makes a touch, but not enough to get it away. And hey, that's something for the Vikings here. That is something in the positivity column here, as they get one in. They just got to, find a way to keep that going here. It's going to be very tough. Like you said, this is the time for the tactical timeout. In my opinion, you got to use it if you're going to want a chance. And, for them, they got to try to step up. Is this one fired at net, but going to be saved away? But yeah, they're going to win this game here. And, if I'm the Vikings, timeout right away here. We need something here. You're going up against the Wisps, who are just an absolute powerhouse. But, you can't give up. That's the one thing you can't do. Never give up here. Even when it seems bleak like this, these series, you got to stay positive and try to give yourselves a chance. So hopefully for their sake, they'll call a timeout. But if not, we'll march on and see what happens.
Absolutely. And, Mandela, MMR aside, he's playing with a high ping. He's doing the best he can, and he has shown up for his team by being here. As you said, Psychonautic missing this one, internet issues. You hate to see it, especially here in the semifinals. So hopefully this, that one goal right at the end there, hopefully that's the psychology that they need for themselves, to pump themselves back up. They know they can score it. They know that the Wisps, are infallible here, or are fallible, I think would be the way to say that. They can make this play, and I don't see them making a timeout here. So maybe they're just going to try and go with it. They got their one goal, and they're just looking to make this happen. As we are going into here the fourth match of the night here, we've got, it looks like, Vokes going up against possibly Mandela. Nope, not Mandela. Just Hunter for the kickoff. We'll see right now if the Vikings can make a play. It's just Hunter trying to get it there. Ace finding the ball from the kickoff. Jet to the corner, trying to get it around, but Blitz is there, putting it on goal. It's just Hunter there to answer. Mandela up. Ace finding the open goal, and right here we keep seeing it. Rocker Man is the first goal, real fast by the Wisps.
Yeah, I mean, they just put so much pressure on the Vikings defense here. Immediately off the kickoff, the ball's in the Viking zone most of the time here, and when the ball is consistently going your zone off the kickoff, you're going to struggle to get some boost, and then it just kind of snowballs on there. So the kickoff is so important, and right now the Wisps it felt like they've won every kickoff here, it seems. And the Vikings, once again, they find themselves in a big hole here. They got to pull off the reverse sweep, and now they find themselves down 1 in game 1. So really got to lock in and catch them out on some mistakes, which they may have here, but it's just not quite going to go on target yet.
Yeah, and they've got it going here, but Blitz is going to pop that away. What I'm seeing here from the Vikings, possibly it looks like it's just Hunter and Jet trying to powerhouse this themselves, as Mandela appears to be just playing around the two of them. We've got Jet in the goal here as a shot comes on, but it's going to be popped to the side, and we've got an attack going on. Vokes up, but it's Jet just going to put it right past him. Blitz finding freedom, and it's just Hunter putting it at the top right. We've got a tie match.
Hey, there we go. Hunter gonna put this one in, and catching out here. Blitz doesn't make the best touch, and Hunter out there in the midfield, and that's the speed we were looking for from the Vikings. As we talked about it, you got to have the speed here to match up with the Wisps. They've been slow so far, but Hunter, he was quick there. Again, a perfectly placed shot, gonna find one in the back of the net.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to see more of this out of the Vikings. This is the way to beat the Wisps, is be just as fast as they are, even if you're maybe not as accurate as them. Just be there. Don't give them the time to have the ball like they've had so far in the series. As we've got Jet and Hunter making a play up the field. Ace with it clear, but it goes high over the backboard, and no one there, unfortunately, on the Vikings side of the field here to make the play. And we've then got Hunter again looking to put this up and finding a save by the Vikings, or not Vikings, by the Wisps, as now they're on the attack here with just Hunter again looking for a save. He is alone. He needs this touch. Wisps are up, and that's a great play right there. Very calculated, very controlled, making sure he gets it around the offense that is attacking, and Ace pushing this to the side as the Vikings are putting another attack down towards the Wisps side of the field. We've got Vokes up, ball stolen from him. We've got Hunter off the backboard. Vokes taking the time to push the ball out. We lost the pressure by the Vikings there, and as I say that, we are back into the Wisp side of the field. Got Jet up, but Blitz is going to pop it away to his teammate Vokes, and Ace finding him down the field off the backboard. An open goal, possibly. Vokes looking to put it in a little light to the side, not going to make the play there. Again, another open goal to Vokes, and he's going to pop it, but Mandeller there for a save. It's just Hunter popping it all the way down, finding the Wisps on the back foot. We have the Vikings with a lead right now.
The Vikings, I believe, is their first lead of the entire series. We've been waiting for it, and there was a counterattack there, and I mean, that's a great save by Mandeller to kick it out, and Hunter good speed to get back to it. So hey, wait a minute, folks, don't write these Vikings off just yet, as they find themselves now up 2-1 here.
Absolutely, and this is the team we were looking for the entire time, the plays we were looking for. This is the pressure they are finding now. The Wisps possibly got a little too comfortable with their gameplay so far, and they need to lock this back up if they're looking to make this work. And as I say that, we have an open goal going to Vokes here as he pops it out to Blitz over one of the defenders, Rockerman.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a good play here. I mean, they catch the defense just a little bit too far, and Jet trying to get to that ball. Hunter as well, trying to reach up to it, but just a little bit out of reach. Blitz gonna put it in the back of the net, and unfortunately, it's gonna tie us back up here. Well, unfortunately for the name of content, gonna tie us back up here, but we'll see what happens here in the final 2 minutes.
That's right. Apparently Rockerman cheering for the Vikings. We hear to hear ourselves as they're on the attack here for the goal. Not able to put it in. It's just Hunter being a menace to the Wisps here by himself. Jet trying to find a play. That looks like the ball kind of went through him there on Ace with a touch, and he's going to find an open goal. The passing plays are just out right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a beautiful passing play. I mean, Blitz down on the wall here, just going to knock it right down the middle, right back to Ace, put it in the net. I mean, that's just how you do it. Picture perfect.
Yeah, and the Wisps let a couple goals go through, and then immediately here, as soon as the Vikings had that lead, it took it away from them. As another kickoff here going towards the Vikings side of the field with a little bit of a slow response on Vikings. We've got Wisps up with Vokes trying to make a play. It's going to go a little high, a little far. It's just Hunter trying to get the ball out of his side of the field. Vokes with a really good boost steal right there as he was making the play. We got Jet looking to a shadow here on the wall. Awkward here. Vokes putting it by, and Blitz just barely missing that upper corner. A great pass there. I love those personally. The cross along the wall that barely dips down on the far side. We've got two of the Wisps up here, and if Vikings capitalize, they can get a play going with Ace just kind of doing it by himself and finding Blitz in the middle.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just a good play right there to flip reset underneath here. Around two defenders popping it up. I mean, that's just beautiful play right there. Smart play by the Wisp there, and 4-2 now, a minute left. The hopes are dwindling in Grebsy, and the Vikings, they are going to need a miracle here in the last little bit here to try to bring this one back.
A miracle indeed, as it's just Hunter trying to find a goal here, but finding only himself in the midfield as he brought it straight across the Wisps goal. It looks like the Vikings have just lost their speed here. They got up and then they stopped the pressure. I think they went to be on defense and try and hold out, but there was still half the game left there, and the Wisps have capitalized on that as we've got Mandela against Ace. The Ace is going to clear this to this side and finding a second touch. Hunter there to clear it out. Jet staying back but getting bumped by Ace. Awkward now. No shot there from the Wisps as the Vikings are clearing this out to their side of the field, and it's going to go across the goal again. No second player here from the Vikings, and that's I think two goals that could have potentially been scored here had the Vikings actually been set up for each other, Rocker Man, but I believe this is the end.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be the end here for the Vikings, as this one is going back, but big congratulations to the Wisps here, as they are going to take the victory in a sweep here. The Brooms are out. Unfortunately, we don't like to see Brooms in the playoffs, but, an impressive sweep here by the Wisps. And, well, Grebsy, we did witness Nemesis history right there. That is the 20th straight win for the Wisps this season, and now they've got one more next week Monday to try to do it all, make it 21-0, the first ever 21-0 season. We'll have to see if they can do it.
I'm very excited for that, and again, congratulations to the Wisps. That is an achievement here. 20 straight wins. That is so impressive. So congratulations to them, and a great game played overall. The Vikings had a little bit of trouble, teammate wise, one of the main being gone, and then we have ping issues, and they did the best they could, and it was a great game, and they played very well. And coming up here soon, we have in the Prospect League, we've got Vipers versus Faded. That's coming up here in about 20 minutes, Rocker Man.
Yeah, there'll be a little bit of a wait here coming up shortly, but I mean that should be another good one in the Prospect League. I know a lot of people have this one kind of circled on their radar too to watch out for, because you got the 6 seed Vipers here who took down the Melons, and you got Faded, the 7 seed there, who took down the number 2 Bandits. So I mean, Grebsy, that one is looking like a very spicy matchup that'll be coming up shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to go to the break here, but, don't go anywhere. And as Rockerman said, this is going to be quite a spicy match coming up. So we will see you all very soon.